Hey, this is Lucas. We got a nice clousing lathe. Actually, it's kind of a wreck of a clousing lathe, but we're going to part it out. I just want to show that everything's working on this lathe, on the drivetrain, the gearbox, and all the different components in here. So this is the older style 5900 lathe. It does not have a flat top. It's got a rounded top here. The newer type's got a little recess in here. This does have an aluminum, I do have an aluminum cover for the upper end and the steel one for the lower end here on the outboard gear side. The aluminum one is great because you can actually mount a lever type collet closer on it. In fact, this one's probably had it on it at one time. If you've got a fiberglass one of these, you cannot use the lever collet closer because it's just too flimsy. So anyway, we're going to fire this up. It's got the older belt drive, which is a triple belt system instead of the flat cog belt, but everything works the same. The motor is turned around relative to the later 5900 series, but again, pretty immaterial. So we're going to fire it up. The speed changing system's working, back gear system's working. We'll just show all that functioning. But here we go. Well, spindle's turning in reverse. It's just a matter of the motor not being quite right. And Dan, if you want to either zoom in or out, give me the stuff. So, and then the brake works. So clutch, brake, all that's working. Change speed. We're going up to speed. So all that's working. I'm going to throw it in back gear here now too. So we're going to pull the pin and flip the gear train out. There we go. And there it is in back gear. Again, you can hear the system working, the hydraulic system's working. So one last thing we'll do, we'll put it back in straight gear, and then we will put the put it through the use the tumbler to engage this. There we go. So here we go. There's the gear system working, and I have checked all of these. So the 3 selectors on this are working, and there's 9 on the gearbox here. So all this is working, and also there is a slider gear. This has been modified, but it could be modified back to the original condition. But this slider gear is part of the gear selection, feed rate selection system, but it's not original the way it is. Again, it could be easily brought back to the original condition. You'd have to get the gears for it. But all the components to this that I have will be offered for sale on eBay. So it'll have the master cylinder, slave cylinder, it'll have the motor, it'll have the clutch brake system, it's got the plinth mounted brake and clutch lever, and the bed. Let's talk about the bed. I don't know if Diane, if you can get the bed in here.
Where's the zoom on?
The zoom is right here. Okay. You can move the whole tripod up too if you want to. The spindle looks reasonably good on it. It did have, looks like somebody did ding it on the inside, on the socket. It's got about 1/8 of an inch of extra relief on it. Probably didn't come that way from the factory. I'm thinking that was just somebody messing with a cutter that didn't quite know what they were doing. The bed on it's pretty good. It's got the original flaking on a good part of it, and there's really no chips or anything on the ways at all. It's got some wear, but not too bad, and it's got almost no dings on it. It is a flame hardened bed. It's a clousing flame hardened bed. It's a 5914, so it's a long bed. It's got the 3-phase motor. The serial number is 501942, which I'm sure that's one of the earliest versions of it. Then that's it. We're going to have this on Craigslist in 2003. Sorry, eBay in 2003. So everything's working on it. Drum switch is working. All the headstock components seem to be functional. The speed change system is functional. Outboard gear train, with the exception of the everything from the tumbler on, because it's just been modified, is there, and the gearbox is all functional, clutch and brake. So that covers just about all of it. All right, this is Lucas signing off. Just hit the little